Hi everyone. This is yet another video from me about VS Code, and this time I'm going to be talking about how you can change the fonts, the programming fonts that you are using on VS Code. So I guess most of the times we just go with the default fonts, but then there are also times when you would want to be able to customize, because since you are VS Code is your editor of choice. You like coding in it, and you have all the various extensions installed. You also may want to at some point change the default font that you're using for any reason, right? So today I'm going to show you how you can do that, and what are some of the possible challenges and how to overcome them. So let's see. Now here I have one folder open here, where the file that's open is main.php, and as you can see, this is some font which we don't know, and let's try to find out what font it is. If we go to file and then preferences and go to settings, you can see there is this workspace settings and user settings, right? So you click on workspace settings, and then you look at this text editor, and then there is font, right? So font family, but right now there is no font family chosen inside, and it is internally defaulting to some font which we don't know. But let's say that we wanted to change it to some other font. So I have already downloaded one font, and it's called Menlo. That I'm just trying to change this to Menlo and see if that works. And after this, I'll show you how you can choose a font of your liking from a resource that I found, and how you can go about downloading that, installing that font, and then again come back to this Visual Studio to to see how we can use it. So I changed this to Menlo, and the font size right now is 13. And if I go back to this main.php, I can see that you can see that the fonts have changed, right? It's visibly changed, and you can also, in fact, you can also change the font size if you want to. You can in fact make it 11 or something, although I prefer the larger one. But as you can see, the font size is lesser now, right? So let me once again change the font size, and then I'll show you how we can download another font of your liking, or how we can find some fonts that you may like, right? So so continuing on, I have this link which you can find it in the description below, and this is an article on Medium about 11 best programming fonts. I found it quite useful actually, and I have downloaded some fonts from here, such as Deja Vu Sans, Monaco, and you can even find Menlo over here, which was the one that I showed you. Consolas is also a good font. I think this is the default font in Microsoft Visual Studio. So when there was no when the font family was not set to anything, it was probably showing the Consolas font because the default font, right? And then we've got Space Mono and Fira Code, and these are some of the popular fonts. But here is a list that you can go through. I currently was on Menlo, but I am going to show you how to use this font. This is an open source font specifically designed for source code, and so going to just googling this font, I come across this link, and I can just click on download, and it's downloading this font for Windows now, and it's on GitHub. So why don't I download the exe file for this hack font installer? So I'm downloading this font via its installer, and I'm just gonna click on yes. And it's asking me for a restart, so I let me restart the computer later. So I've now downloaded the font, and let me try and change the settings. So I'm going to go again to preferences, settings, workspace, and then text editor font, and I'm going to use hack. I can show you hack is in my installed programs, which is HECK hack, and yes, hack fonts are already installed, so this should work now. And these are the fonts. I love these fonts. These are really nice fonts. I think I'm gonna start using them instead of Menlo or Deja Vu Sans Mono. This is a really good font. Let me open another file and just confirm. Oh yes, this is an absolutely awesome font. So there you have it, guys. This is how you change fonts, and also for the link to the recommended fonts for Visual Studio, just look at my description of this video, and let me know if you have any questions, any comments. Please let me know. Thank you.